Hey, welcome back. We're back in Timberborn today, and we're going to be working over here in the corner just a little bit, trying to get in, hopefully, some decorations, move some stuff around, and get some industry, and hopefully in this corner. In fact, I think we'll start over here. Let's take a look here. I'm going to take this street out. There we go. In fact, we'll go ahead and take all of this out. There we go. And in here, I'm going to get some of these large platforms. I unlocked them at some point, but I don't remember when. But that's okay. Let's see. We're going to need, we'll plan it out. One there, 2, 3. Can we fit another one in here? Yeah, that fits almost perfect. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. So we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we need about 7. So 5. There's 6. There's 7. Let's go right here. And what we're going to do, now that we know, we'll put a road right here under the edge. We are going to come back, get rid of all of these. And we're going to try using these because I don't get to use them very often. We're actually going to make a lower storage area for all of this. And we'll see how that goes. We might be able to move stuff around. Maybe not. We'll figure it out as we go, though. We still have almost 20 days left of this drought, and there's not a lot of water to go around. So we're going to go ahead, open back up these pumps. And hopefully this area can export a little water out of here. I believe our water pump under there has now been restored correctly. So it seems to be working. Hopefully that lets us keep an eye at least a little bit better. Like, there's no water down here. Let's let out just a bit of water here and see if we can get that filled back up. Let's go down to, how about 5? We'll see if that fills that area up at all. If not, we'll drop it down a little bit more. With the sheer amount of dynamite that we're going to need to clear all this out of here, I think we're going to make a temporary storage. Let's make a medium warehouse. I'm just going to plop it down right here. And we are going to say dynamite goes here. And we will hopefully obtain, there we go. And once this is built, they should be bringing in a lot more dynamite for this area. As we continue on digging this area out over here, I think we're going to take a look and see if we can maybe put some amusement parks around this area here. We'll turn that farm back on real quick too, just to get a little extra food where we can. Let's see. We will start with, how about, let's see where where's our well-being? There it is. How about a Ferris wheel first? Do that, but we're going to pause it because we'll have to figure out how that's going to go in there. Now, will our carousel still fit right next door? Actually, it sure will. We'll put that in there. We'll take a road around the back here. There we go. There we go. And then here we can put in some decoration. We'll put one of these forward-facing benches here so they can look out over the lake. We'll put another one here. And we'll connect that in with a road. There we go. Over here, let's see. Can we get 6 of those in here? Yeah, actually we can. We'll do that. We'll put a ladder in here. Let's see. Where is... There it is. Ladder. There we go. One ladder there. And actually, no, that's not where we want the ladder, is it? It is right next door where we want the ladder. Right in the middle. Oops, we don't need 2 ladders, though. We've got dynamite, so let's get that out of there. We need well-being. We need our... Where's our... There it is, a rooftop terrace over here. And then we will put in a couple more benches right there. Well-being. Nope, those are decoration. Bench can face this way. There we go. And then the road can go right underneath it. We will go right under there, under that. There we go. That should be all connected in. Let's get a couple of roofs over here. Decoration. Small roof, small roof. I think that'll look pretty nice. This, however, needs paused because I'm sure we will need to get rid of it here. And then in the meantime, we will put these dynamite back. I think I missed one. There we go. I went ahead and moved some more bots to this area. We're going to switch our builder to just use bots. And then we're actually going to move our hauling post here. We're going to put you, let's say right there. We're going to make that the most important, but we're going to leave it as normal beavers because we're going to start moving stuff into here. For example, we're going to go and make a couple campfires here. Yeah, I think that'll be nice. I do it there or here. Actually, let's do that, and then we can put something around the edge of the lake there. We'll go ahead and put up a little bit of decoration. There's our decoration. Let's see. We want... no, let's get a wooden fence. And then same thing here on this side. We'll do something like that for now. And toss in a couple of beaver statues here. There we go. I think that'll add quite a bit to it. Well, we have one area over here for builders' huts, but we have 7 extra beavers, and we could use the extra building speed. So we're going to go ahead and probably move. Let's see. We want another builder's hut. Let's put you right here, and we'll put a second one there. Once those are built, we'll move this one out of the way. We will put some more beavers in here, and hopefully that speeds up our time for this dynamite over here, although it's going pretty fast at the moment. My original plan here was just to go one layer at a time. That would make it so that the beavers had to build less and less, but that's kind of annoying to set up every time, so we're just going to take out as much as we can every time, basically. And then hopefully we will find our way down. Well, I was right. I knew it would get a little odd with some of these dynamite in here. So we made this odd-looking spiral staircase. It goes both ways at the same time, but that's okay. We'll live with it. It works the way it's supposed to. We've got dynamite going in over here. It's not taking nearly as long as I thought it would to get rid of most of this dirt here. While we're waiting for that, though, I really like how this turned out with the fencing around this, so I think we're going to continue that around. Decoration, we're going to grab more of that wooden fence here. We're going to come around here. We're going to skip those to put in the statues there as well. We're going to leave that. Here, we're going to go something like this. In fact, do we want to put them out and around the... Yeah, kind of like it's a don't walk in here area for beavers. Then we'll go back in, toss in some more statues here. Toss in one here, one there. And now we'll come back through and... Do I want to clear that out? We'll let that build and we'll see how it looks, and we'll check our thoughts on that after that. Well, I went ahead and took out those curvy stairs. I couldn't get down to the layers that I needed, so yeah, I'm not 100% sure what I was thinking with those. It was one of those, it seemed like a good idea at the time, but then not so much. So we're going to take it out. We're just going to build some regular stairs and go from there. Hopefully, we can get a lot more of this done. There we go. We'll get all of this out of here. And then we can finally start putting some storage up in here, hopefully. We are almost done down here. However, I think I know what I would like to put in here as well. Let's grab some more out of the well-being. We'll use this nice little frog statue mod that we have. And I think we're going to mirror it just to make sure it looks similar on both sides. There we go. It does kind of mess with the textures, but that's okay. One is one type of frog statue, the other is the other type of frog statue. Because you can never have too many different types of frog statues, right? There we go. One large hole in the ground. And with that, we can come back in and unlock or put in our large metal platforms here. Those are definitely going to take a while to build, but that's okay. In fact, it looks like we might be able to sneak something in here so that we can get some more storage in there, which is what we're going to do with this under here. We're going to take this and let's toss in a bunch of storage. I'm going to do large tanks down here. There's 3. Can I get 4 in there? Yeah, it looks like I can get 4 in there. Excellent. And then here, I'm going to do medium tanks. There's 1, there's 1, there's 1. And here, we can do, let's see, this, this, and that's probably as high as we can get them. Yep. We will go ahead, put in ladders to get up to that. Ladder. There we go. We'll figure out what we want to put in there once it's actually in there. Then over here, let's see. We want... Let me get that out of there. We want a way down in here. We're going to take this. Actually, let's put you here on this side. Nope, need more. There we go. And over here, we're going to build a platform. There's a 3. And then a 1. And we will build something else there. However, let's see. I would like one of these. Nope, maybe I want a 3. There we go. That fills in that area. That's a nice side platform. And then we'll come back in and start putting in our power for our industrial section. There we go. Oops. Power. All of it can go right here. There we go. And then on the other side, let's go ahead and remove this street here. I think that was just a marking spot for us. We'll do this. And, I see a bit of a flaw in our design here. I'd like to put something here, but I don't know if that's going to actually work. Let's put in, well, first thing, let's put in our gear shop. Or shops, I guess. There we go. That should be enough of those. We'll put in a couple of these. And then we might have to put in maybe some more dynamite across here. In fact, that is exactly what we will do. We will put in dynamite from here and there. And now we can delete both of these, put a dynamite in on each of them so that we can get the power to them whenever all this goes in. Let's drop our road in here. There we go. And then if we look back underneath, there's going to be a ton of room for small storages. So let's see. We could do it this way. That would only give us one level of small storage. No, it wouldn't. Here we go. Just took me a second to realize. If we do small storages, there we go. In fact, we could probably do one right up to there, because we're not going to be using that. And then we can do all of this is small storage. And we'll just fill all of this in here. Different small storages, and we'll just use them to store whatever it is that we need to store. In fact, we can do two more right here. In fact, at the end here, let's just do some small tanks for some extra liquid storage. We're not going to need you. Yep, that can get out of there. We'll put in you here. There we go. Is that above that? Nope, I'll need at least two. And do storage here. Oh, but I can't do a storage that way. You know what? This corner might just be empty for the sake of being empty. And then we'll come back and fill in all of these. Like so. These aren't draggable, so I have to click each one of these. I can only go up 4 because that metal roof is there. Or metal ground, however you want to look at it. There we go. That reminds me of kindergarten and the little cubby holes that you used to put things into. And that's kind of what it's going to end up being. Let's go ahead and get the network of platforms in here. Here we go. And couple more. There we go. Is that all platformed up? Sure is. I don't know that there's a reason to have platforms there. If I feel like it, I will go back and remove those here. There we go. That goes all the way down to there. This goes all the way to there. And we're all caught up. There we go. So that's going to take just a little bit to get put in there. We'll come back and check on that here in just a while. We were able to get that little bit of dynamite out of here real quick. So we just got to go back through and put in, let's see. We want one of these and one facing that way, one facing that way. We will get one of these in here, one of those, and one of those. Now we can go back through and put those buildings back in. There you go. And there's our Ferris wheel. Did we put that all the way up here? I think so. Yep, there we go. We're going to put the Ferris wheel there, and we're going to put the carousel here. Then we can cap this off with a couple of blocks there. And for science, we will go ahead and put in some charging stations right along here so that all of our bots can get charged in there. While we wait for some of this to go in, I think it would be a good time to work maybe a little bit on one of the other parts of this build that I'd like to get in. Now, we're not going to connect it in right away, but we are going to take this out, and we are going to build straight down here with dynamite. There we go. Maybe. Had to think about that drought ending. It was a very long drought. And once that goes in, we'll dig it down a couple more times. Eventually, we will connect it up to this lake and hopefully put some lakes in this area as well to turn it green, and maybe a falls down into this place. Then we're going to do probably the same thing out this way. However, there's a lot of stuff on this particular path at the moment, so we will just wait on that. Well, in that last drought, we lost most of our water, and we went through almost 8,000 water in the span of 10 days. So we're going to try and fill everything back up, see how well we do. Usually, with the amount of pumps that we have, we can fill this back up pretty quickly. So we'll see how that works out. Our first layer of dynamite is in, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. Still a little rough on the frames there, but we'll make it. We're going to get the second one in, and then we'll follow that up with the third one as well. And here's our third layer. There we go. So we've got all of those in that we're going to need for the moment. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. There we go. Set that as high. And they'll come and put that in. Now, while we wait for them to build some more of this other stuff over here, let's see what else we can get in here. We are going to need... Let's see. We are definitely going to need some wood workshops. We'll do those. How about... I could put them here, I suppose. Go right under the road. Let's do that. There we go. Wood workshop. Oops, that's not the wood workshop, is it? Let's do 4 of those. We'll do metal. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then let's do dynamite. Oops. We're going to need, not the actual dynamite, the factory to make dynamite. 1, 2 there. And that's fine. Then on the other side, we will do... Let's see, how about some books? Books, couple of books. Looking good. In fact, here, I have a better idea. Let's move these. I think I'd like the dynamite down at this end. Nope, again, I want the factory. There we go. There's the 4 factories for that. Then we'll do books. Here we go. Books. 1, 2, 3, 4 book factories. And then here we can do, let's see, paper. 1. Do I want to go that way? Maybe I'll put these at the end. Yeah, I could probably do 3 across the front here. Let's do that. And nope, that doesn't fit either. Well, I hate it when it runs... you just run the wrong size area. So we'll come back and figure out what goes in there. It might be... You know, we've got science. Let's see if we can fit some of these in here. How about we do... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then in front here, we'll do the paper mill. 1 here, 1 here. And then back here, let's toss in... We'll figure out what to toss in there a little bit later. It might just be charging places for some of our bots. But we'll figure that out. Now, before I get too far into this, let's go ahead, remove that, remove this, and we will put in 2 dynamite here that will be high priority. Here we go. get those in so that we can do this as a 4-way connector. Once that's in, we'll actually connect them in over here as well. And then we can get power to both of these areas. There we go. We'll put one here. That's going to go this way. That's going to go there. And we'll get the vertical straight power shaft. There we go. And our wood is good. Everything is good there. Got the last one. And let's see. Oop, got to reset the height so I can get to it. There we go. That turned out pretty well. That should power everything for us. And we'll come back and take a look here in just a minute or two and see where we get to. I forgot to go back in and put in our roadway here. We're just going to use these for now. We don't currently need to get any power over here. When we do, we'll just do some more rearranging if we have to. Probably more along where these paper plants are, if we need any power in this area here. Something else, while we're here, let's just go ahead and get rid of that. And we will put these right here. They can go all the way up for our towers. We'll do the same thing over here too. Let's see, are we blocking an entrance there? We are blocking an entrance there. Well, I don't much care for that. That could be an issue. It could very well be an issue. Well, let's see. If I take that out and we come back in here and we do that. There we go. We have a mod that mirrors buildings. So we're just going to mirror that one. And then we'll put the ladders in. There we go. Plenty of stuff to get up there. I'm going to pause the second one so that they're sure to build up to the one after that. And then on top, we're going to go ahead, put our bot building areas. And here, let's see what we can do. Oh, hello. There we go. About some charging. You know what? Let's put one of you. How about there? And then we will put a charger. Where's our charger? There's our charger. Put you here. And let's go ahead and get... Can we get chargers underneath 2 blocks? I don't know if they'll actually go under that or not. Let's find out real quick. It would sure be nice if they would. They won't, though. So, can we trick the game with side platforms? No. We could trick them with these platforms, but let's not do that. Let's leave that the way it is. And we will come around with, let's see, our chargers on this side. There we go. And we'll put a road back here to charge things. There we go. We should be able to start making stuff. It looks like they're starting to get our underground storage in here. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. All those storages are really small. We'll go through and get all the goods selected, and we'll be back in just a second. I was going through and I noticed a slight problem with my design here for the cubbyhole area. There is places to store all of this, but there's no places to store logs or any of the other stuff. So I think I'm going to go through. We're going to demolish some of these in here. About that many. Yep. Should still be plenty of storage, small storage for various things. But instead, we are going to put in the small industrial piles. There we go. And we'll fill those with all the different various things that can go in those type of things. One more row here should do it. There we go. Oh, there's even one more row on top of that. So we'll have plenty of storage. And then they can just work their way to whatever it is they can get to. So I was looking through some of my warnings. I noticed I had one building that lacked materials. And what building that was? Well, it's the coffee brewery. We are out of beans. And I went to look, and a lot of our bean fields have been dry thanks to some of the droughts that we've got lately. However, over here is plenty wet. And I believe, looks like we have more trees than we're going to need in this area. So we're going to eliminate a little bit more of this area. We're going to put in a gatherer and have that hopefully get us some coffee beans. Let's see. How about a field about this big? That should be plenty. We'll put in a gatherer flag here. And then we will even put in a couple of storages here. Let's do small storage. We'll do a couple here and a couple here. Those will all be supply whenever they can actually get those in there and set them up. One for the pine resin. Here we go. Where's our pine? Pine resin, there we go. And you can be supply. Pine resin here with supply. And pine resin here, which the way I understand it, they will put stuff in here if everything else is full, and then come pull from this when they need it. This, you are going to prioritize coffee beans. In fact, we might go ahead and put in an area for... We don't need the berries, really. But the dandelions, let's see, do I need dandelions? I don't have any dandelions hanging around. So... let's just put in a small area for those as well. We might as well, right? It's not like we're needing too much out of this area. Let's go ahead, mark these trees. You guys are going to have to come out of there. There we go. And of course, we'll want to cancel the cutting in there because they're not going to cut those. And then planting, we will start with our coffee bushes right there. Then we'll do dandelions in this area once they get through. We'll tell them that these are for the coffee beans that we will grow. Coffee bean, there we go. Nope, that's a berry. That is incorrect. Where's the beans? There's the beans. Let's switch that to supply. Same thing here. Beans and supply. Beans and supply. And then over here, we'll do another gather. I'm going to tell you, yep, you're for coffee beans. You are for dandelions mostly. Nothing dandelions. And we will plant dandelions here. There we go. And then we'll put in a couple of storages here. Small warehouses. They're just very useful. And we'll set those up to dandelions as soon as those get planted. We've started to get some of the metal platforms in there, and that'll still take a little while longer, along with the rest of this. It's probably going to take a bit. However, I think one way to help it is to enable this place to get supplies from more than just a couple of places. So we're going to need to build all the way over to over here, which is going to be an interesting run. I think we're going to go ahead, put in this. We'll get a staircase here. There we go. We'll come down here. I don't believe that's connected to anything at the moment. Does not look like it is. Maybe it is. We will find out when we try to connect this in, I guess. Yep, it still is. So we're going to have to... Where are these guys going? I'm not 100% sure where these guys are going. So we're just going to... You know what? We'll let them build all of that. In fact, I'm going to break this here. Right now, it'll probably be easier for those guys over there, even though it's so far away, for them to build here. We're going to toss in a set of stairs here so they can get up. There we go. And then they can just take the ladder. And we'll go ahead and get rid of this bush here. Nope. That one. There we go. And that should let them build all the way across here. We will build a transfer station around here somewhere, probably. Then they can just go across the dam and deliver back and forth to this area. Well, I finally took a look to see why these are unconnected, and it looks like I accidentally built the tank in front of the place that needs to connect them in. So we're actually just going to take them all out. There we go. And we'll take these out. And is that the last one? Nope, there we go. That is not quite all of them. All right. And then we're just simply going to... That should move those out to an area they can get to. And then down here on the edges, we are going to put in... Can I put one of these underground? No, that's too tall. Let's see. Where does this area reach to? Just to that end, so nothing here. If I go down deeper, though, we'll try that. We'll try burying a Wi-Fi tower, which in real life is probably a terrible idea, but in beaver life, it might just work. In fact, we'll do it in the opposite corner. There we go. We'll see how far down we can go. We'll bury that tower and hope that it powers this area for us. Well, we've got most of our industry in here, so it'll take just a bit to get the rest of it built out. We finally got the power over to our smelters, which is really going to let us make the blocks that we need for constructing most of the rest of this. But we're going to wrap it up here. We're going to take care of the rest of this building next time, along with taking care of the food processing area. And we've got some landscaping to do as well before we wrap everything up. So if you want to see that, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I just want to say thank you very much for stopping by, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.